Hi Aries, this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Aries, in today's reading, I'm going to give you one card from the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, one from the Archangel Michael. Also wanted to you guys to, if this reading resonated with you, please don't forget to subscribe. I'm really needing that extra, the subscribers on my channel to expand it. All right, so let's get started on your reading, Aries. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries, Spirit, Aries, Aries, Aries. And they say narrow pathway, thread thoughtfully. All right, so even though you may not see the things that are ahead or in the front, you may not be seeing clearly. Maybe you don't know what's going to happen. Just be careful in everything that you're doing, okay, is what they're asking you. One card from the Archangel Michael. Wow. And then they're saying, Archangel Michael is saying, you make a decision. You are choosing to prioritize yourself or another in the situation. Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. So there are decisions that you're definitely trying to make, contemplating, and they're asking you to really think about yourself now instead of others. So really think about that. You're going to be making decisions very soon, so just know that. All right, so let's see what's going on in your reading, Aries. Do take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is for Aries, Spirit, for their highest good. Excuse me. One for the current. This is for Aries. Thank you. One for the situation. One for the past or now. One for the what's hidden. Wow. One for the hopes and the fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. All right, so see if we can see it right there. Okay. Wow, so you have 444 here. That's crazy. Definitely moving forward. Really listen to your heart. Really listen to yourself. Listen to your heart. Definitely a decision that you're making, but definitely moving forward, okay? So just know that you are going to be moving forward. Hold on, you guys. Let me just check my phone. All right. Okay. All right. So Aries, you start off with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is definitely talking about really standing your ground, standing up for yourself, speaking your truth, being bold, which is very nice. Let me get this away. I think it looks weird. Okay. So how about that? So really stand up for yourself when you need to and really speak your truth about things, especially if you're making some kind of decision, okay, because you need to. You are definitely you are going to be making a decision very soon. Very true. You have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is talking about making plans, wanting to make plans, making decisions, having patience for everything. The Queen of Pentacles is right next to the Queen of Swords, so you are a multitasker. You know how to do everything that you need to do. This is in the past or now. I do believe it's now. Just know that you know how to handle things, okay? No matter how it goes or no matter what happens, you still know how to handle things. You know how to use your resources and you know how to make that money. You also have the High Priestess in what's hidden. The High Priestess is definitely talking about trusting your intuition, using your gut feeling, opening up to your inner power. Wow. Then you have a Knight of Cups here. For the hopes and the fears, they're asking you to really follow your heart, pay attention, really have that forgiveness, that compassion that you need. And then you have the Four of Swords here. Four of Swords, in what you need to do now is really rest. Really take care of yourself and start resting, you guys, okay? You need to. And then for what you need to work on is this material success. You have the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you really want to establish yourself, really want that abundance to come in. So we'll see why it's here. Then you have the Four of Cups for the outcome, and you know, you're very disconnected at times. That there are times that you don't see the opportunities that are around you, Aries. So let us see why everything is here. All right, Aries, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Aries, 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 Aries. Whew, it's already a lot here coming through here. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Wow. So there is a decision that you are contemplating very much. You know, really see the truth, because you are seeing very clearly right now, and you're seeing a lot of truth. They're asking you to stand your ground, you know, to speak your truth about things, to really take off that blindfold. There is a decision that you're contemplating here. They want you to start focusing, to be bold, to be courageous, to do it, okay? Because the King of Swords is here, and when he comes in, it's like he's saying, you know what, I'm strong. I'm strong to do whatever I need to do. Whatever I need to change, I'm going to do it. You know, and that's you, Aries, being strong. But really take that blindfold off. Be objective to everything, okay? Be objective when you're making the decisions, and don't rush anything, okay? But stand your ground. Stand up for yourself, because you need to. Fight for what you want also. The Two of Wands. What is the Two of Wands here for in the outcome? One more card. Queen of Swords. Wow. All right. So you do have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is definitely talking about, you know, making plans, having patience for everything, you know, making plans, making decisions, you know. I feel like you also could be waiting on something, but I feel like you just need to keep going and make the decision that you're going to make. Like, start making it, but make it for yourself. Like the card says, you know, do it for you. Don't do it for anybody else. Don't do it for, you know, the people, you know, your family. Don't do it for your kids. Do it for you. You need to start doing things for yourself. They are asking you to go within. You know, you have the Hermit card here. They're asking you to go within and reflect so that you can find the answers that you're looking for. Because I feel like at times, you know, you are seeing very clearly, but you just don't, you're not seeing this truth. You're not speaking the truth either about things. And they're asking you to stand your ground, to speak the truth about everything that's going on, to speak what's on your mind. And they're asking you to stand up for yourself, okay? Because it's, you know, don't let anybody bring you down or tell you that, you know, no, it's not. You know, if you believe in something, well, then stand your ground, because that's what they're asking you. You know, keep your emotions out of the decisions that you're making also. I feel like you need to really leave all that behind. I feel like, you know, you're trying to look for answers. I feel like you're going to see the answers. I feel like not to be afraid to be yourself. Okay, when it comes to making the decisions, that you are also right, okay, is what they're saying. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely talking about in the past or now. The Queen of Pentacles is definitely talking about that you're a multitasker, that you know how to make this money, you know how to make that resources to do the things that you need to do. So stop being so afraid to make the decisions that you need to. They're asking you to have self-care, and I believe that this is now. Okay, you can be very straightforward. You need to be like that when you're making decisions, okay? And you need to start thinking about yourself, because you already know how to do it all, but you're not putting that in there. You know, you're letting other people, you know, make the decisions for you. Like you're putting your emphasis on other people. Like, what would they think, or how would they feel? Oh, I can't do that. No, start thinking about yourself now, Aries. The High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess here? For what's hidden? One more card. Wow. So you do have the High Priestess. You start off with the High Priestess here. Really trust your intuition, your inner power, your inner knowing. Just really start using that, okay? They're asking you to keep continuing to push forward, even though something has come to an end. And it may have been a painful ending. It could have been a grief, but it could have been a breakup. It could have been a change of career. Whatever it was painful. It did hurt you. Okay? It was, you know. But you remember, though, that not to give up, to push forward, because this is going to turn right back to the Ace of Swords. So this is like an ending for you. This is something that, this is what I say all the time. When there is an ending like this to something, then something better is coming along. You're just not seeing it because you're in pain. You're like, oh God, I want to give up. I want to go on, but you need to keep continuing to go on. Okay? Don't let anybody bring you down. Don't give up on anything. You're stronger than that. Remember, you're the emperor. You know, you are, this is everything you're doing, you need to do for yourself. And you don't give up. Do not give up on anything. Keep pushing forward. And then you have the Knight of Cups. And why is the Knight of Cups here for Aries? All right. So, you know, there could have been a relationship that you were dealing with, that, you know, that you feel disappointed in, that you feel a lot of regret, a lot of hurt, you know, and that's maybe what's kind of clouding you right here, right now. And I feel like, you know, I feel like you needed to follow your heart. I feel like you needed to make choices with your intuition and follow your heart. That no matter what, even if it's been wrongdoing or whatever, you still need to follow your heart. You know, you can't let this disappointment bring you down, because I feel like you're harping on this, like you're staying in this energy. And I feel like you need to let that go. Okay, because there is opportunities around you. There is the Two of Cups here. You know, the Two of Cups is talking about, you know, there's an offer coming in, or something could be coming in for you, a decision, a choice. Also feel like, you know, you need to connect with your higher self to go within to make these decisions, you know, to clear your mind. I feel like, you know, you not to let your emotions get in the way of things that you're trying to do. Okay, especially the decision that you're going to be making, because there is a decision that's coming through. Okay, so, but you need to be ready for it. You need to like leave that regret, leave that disappointment behind. Start to focus on everything that's going on around you. And definitely have that compassion for others, no matter, even if they're the ones that hurt you. You know, just like have it in your heart and just move on. Okay, that's it. You have the Four of Swords here. And why is the Four of Swords here? One more card. Oh my goodness. So with the Four of Swords, you start off here. They're asking you to rest. You know, there's only so much that you can do, Aries. Okay, only so much that you can do. But it's the time now to keep going forward. No matter what, you still need to rest. You still need to start taking it easy. Okay, it's time to take care of yourself now. Get out of your mind. Stop worrying about what was, what could be, what's going to happen. Stop worrying about it. Leave it behind, because it's clouding your decisions. Be realistic with everything that has been going on. Be honest with yourself about the things and the choices that have happened. Just be real, because you are definitely going to make that decision here. But you need to be realistic, because you're thinking a lot about it. Like, should I do this? Should I do that? And it's making you like overthink about everything that's going on. And right now is the time that you just need to rest. You need to go within and rest. Wow. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. And why is the Ten of Pentacles here in what you need to work on? Wow. Okay. So, you start off with the Ten of Pentacles. You know, you want this abundance to come in. You want this, you want the material success. Of course, we all want it. You know, I don't blame you. You know, you work hard and you will receive it. But, you know, you really got to really, like, not rush into things. You know, you really got to be careful on how you're dealing with everything. You know, there is definitely a new path here for you, a new beginning. And I feel like you need to start putting all these inspirations and ideas out there, you know, because you are the multitasker. You do know how to make those resources. You do know how to make that money. But it's time to start opening up those ideas. That's why they're asking you, like, really rest, really catch up on everything, you know, really focus, because there are going to be opportunities of abundance coming through. And you need to start seeing them, okay? You do have the Knight of Wands here, and the Knight of Wands is definitely saying that, things are going to start moving very fast for you, so be ready, because I do feel like there are opportunities of abundance coming in for you. So, in any way, shape, or form. So, just be ready. Slow down on things and don't rush into anything, especially if it's all exciting, Just really be careful on how you're doing everything. And then you have the Four of Cups here. And why is the Four of Cups here for Aries? Wow. So, you do have the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is saying that you are very disconnected about things. Sometimes you just you're not really seeing a lot that you should be. I feel like at times you're holding on to a lot of things that, maybe you're holding on to a lot of things that, that are trying to keep, they keep things coming in. Like for instance, like maybe you don't want to make these decisions because you know that change is going to come in. Maybe you don't want to adapt to anything that's going on, or look at anything else because you know that things are going to have to change. And that's what they're saying, be open. Start focusing on things because it's you don't want to stay in the same place. Even though you do want to stay in the same place, it's not good for you. Okay, don't try not to let your emotions get in the way. Because I do feel like you hold on to your emotions a lot. Like, you don't want to hurt these people, or you don't want to hurt them, or you don't want to do this, or you don't want to change that, because then it's not going to be the same. Then I can't do this. Then I'm not going to have that. And I feel like that's what's making you feel like this, disconnected. They want you to start focusing on the things that you have done. Like everything that you have done, you've done it. You've done it yourself. Not nobody to hold your hand, not nobody to push you forward. You did it. You accomplished what you achieved out there. You've done everything that you needed to do. You got your own job. You dress yourself. You do this for you, for you, for you. You did it all by yourself. Nobody had to hold your hand. Nobody had to tell you, hey, well, go do it again. Hey, we'll get up in the morning and go do it. No, you did it on your own. You've accomplished so much in your life, Aries, and they want you to realize that. They want you to see, hey, I did that. I brought those two kids into this world. Oh, I did that. And look at that. I did that. So really look at everything and be content with what you have. Yes, it's nice to have so much more, but also be grateful for what you do have, because a lot of people don't have what you have. A lot of people are living out in the street that don't have a home. A lot of people don't have an address. A lot of people don't have shoes. A lot of people don't have water to bathe. A lot of people don't have a lot of things. So just remember that. So they want you to be very grateful and have gratitude for everything that's going on. You're going to start feeling better. You will. You got to get over this hump. They're asking you not to give up. Don't give up. Push forward. You're going to start feeling better. Just keep your hope, keep your faith, because things are going to get better. If you believe, it will happen. Okay? Wow, that was a lot. Excuse me. So Aries, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Be careful on how you're making decisions. Don't rush into anything and really rest. Okay? All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading, and have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful, happy Valentine's Day. And I'll see you next time. God bless.